hear my beautiful voice? All right, we're gonna have a great day in Alaska. Come on. All right, here we go. I'm gonna exit the ship to the middle. Here we go. We're going to the map and the day's event. Entree-vous. Hey, there's my lawyer. We're in Ketichikan, right? Here we are at Ketchikan. It's a rainforest, and a cold one at it too. You know, it's named after the creek that runs through it, and it runs into the ocean. And my first instinct is I'm coming here, obviously it has a tourist feel. However, there is a underlining feeling of frontier. That's what I kind of feel as I do it. And while it is a water-based tourist area, it does have that frontier feel about it. You know, you can see all the rustic homes, you can see the green, and it's not just like a mild hue of green, it is really a robust and dramatically dark green. Almost, dare I say, more than khaki. And I am noticing a couple things. I'm going by a building with both American and the Filipino flag. And it is a definite feel in this town of both the small town America and also blending. It feels like a blending. And it makes me a little curious to see in this small town what kind of stores that they have. Do they have a Walgreens? Do they have a Safeway or whatever comparable supermarket that's in your area? It has a 7-Eleven. You know, it simultaneously feels like it's the United States and doesn't. I kind of like saying that name. Maybe it's a k sound. But a lot of quaint old stores. And really is a feeling of a village, in spite of the fact that it's more of a tourist drop-off at this point. So apparently the whole thing is we're on docks here. Which is odd because it does feel like a regular street to me. Oh, and also I noticed they have a Filipino restaurant here too. Private club. Members in good standing only. And we're cutting through the village. It just feels comfortable and relaxed. It doesn't necessarily feel touristy, I should say. If you think about it, ever so often they get invaded by 6,000 people. You know, there's a lot of businesses probably wish that they could all of a sudden get 6,000 potential customers. My sister. Ketichikan. It's a rainforest, which is really weird because it's chilly, and you know, we kind of assume rainforest is going to be like Brazil. Yeah. It's going to be hot and sweaty and muggy, but you know, I can't help but come back to the same conclusion regularly. It's really relaxing, and it's kind of centering as I'm walking through the village. I just can't help but feel that way. Very relaxing. Now, I didn't expect those performers to be here, but it's beautiful. So we are in the heart of Ketichikan, the village, the community. This is where the seat of government is, where real estate companies are. Oh, there's a Starbucks. Huh, that's not really that much of a surprise, but still kind of neat. It's got all these different, oh, there's a totem bar. That's interesting. Alaska coffee. It does make me wonder where the creek is. Oh, look, Annabelle's Key and Chowder House. Interesting. There's a sourdough bar. On the way back, I want to use I want to be across the street. And, you know, in spite of the fact that it being cloudy today, it doesn't feel gloomy. Hope that makes sense. There's a positive spark of energy in the air. And a lot of cruise ships. Wow. Oh, someone's got a little dog. It's a real live village. Someone's out with a fire truck over here. People are living their lives, dealing with all sorts of emergencies. I wonder what this next cruise line is. Might be oh, it's another Princess ships. Holland America line. That's smaller than the one that I'm in. Tongass Trading Company. Interesting. For over 125 years, built in 1898. They've got a lot of tusk art made with tusks, and gemstones. Huh, that's rather interesting. Julie's Fine Arts. Wow, there's a lot of jewelry stores in this area. Blue Diamond. Colors, fine jewelry. I guess this is a place to buy jewelry. Certainly a lot of it. Inside Passage Trading Store. Okay. Oh, they got his first store. I'd like to see that one. For some reason, this particular street I wanted to see the most. You know, there's a lot of quaint stores, and for some reason, everything seems to be on stilts. There's a lot of history here, a lot of colorful history, we should say. I like this particular building. It's bootleg booze, loose women, hot music, and rowdy customers. The first thing I like about this is that it's not that difficult to find things. The maps are very helpful. Simply Salmon. You know, it's kind of interesting about this area. Part of me wants to run through it, but there's a lot to look at. Take your time and enjoy it. Ketichikan, Shingle Mule. Ketchikan, Single Mill from 1904 to 1918. The thing about that is that this creek powered the beginnings of this village. So, the thing you have to know about this creek is that there were a bunch of events that affected it historically. There was the gold rush, there was prohibition. They're pretty significant. Also, initially, prostitution was legal, and then they decided to make it illegal. So they had a bunch of influences that happened in this interesting village. Okay. Okay. You know, the village and this would be neighborhood within the village. Very interesting. You know, it being so narrow, you do have a sense of being somewhat claustrophobic, but very interesting nevertheless. What are the things that define Alaska? Totem poles, fur, salmon. The thing I find the most interesting, and bears. The thing I find the most interesting about salmons too, it's both anchored in the ocean and the land. They go to the ocean to live, and Sam McGee's barbecue. Sounds kind of interesting. I'd love to come here this sometime. can't get away from mining when you talk about Alaska. You know, it's a substantial part of its history. And definitely full of colorful people, which miners can be. You can't help but have a sense of anticipation, especially as you come up to Dolly's house. Here we are at Dolly's house. This is the part of the Creek Street trip that I was actually kind of looking forward to. Looks like it's closed right now. Here we are at the Captain's Lady, probably the first house of prostitution on Creek Street. So the Captain's Lady was referred to as the worst pest house on Creek Street. Makes me wonder what kind of pests they were talking about. Maybe we'll find out later on. Here we are, Northern Light Store. Basically, it's a retail store, celebrates the local area. You can't help but think about all the colorful people that lived on this street. And whether it looks pretty, we'll find out ourselves. I keep on looking for salmon, but I haven't seen any yet. I haven't even seen dead fish. I saw one bird, not quite a salmon.